It's Thanksgiving, and we are spending time with family, having a great meal, and just focusing on being thankful for all the amazing blessings that we have. But this year is a little different. The house we have grown up coming to at Thanksgiving for years is now for sale. This will be our last one here. So, I thought I'd ask my relatives some of their favorite moments from coming to this house year after year.
I remember when I was a lot younger, we went out onto the pond back in the back, and then we played some shinny with my cousins. I don't remember who, but I think it was Hayden. I'm pretty sure he dunked his foot in the water because there was a big hole.
Two memories of mine. One would be the Thanksgiving where we ate outside. It was so gorgeous out that we didn't eat inside. We set up all the tables outside on the back deck and celebrated around the table outside. Another memory of mine was when you moved up here. Sydney, of course, was born shortly thereafter, and I was there was many times where I would cuddle her in the sunroom, and there was one time in particular where the snow was just coming down, those big flakes coming down, and it was just so peaceful and relaxing, and I loved it. So those are my memories of here.
I have a couple favorite memories from being here. The first is just the amount of dirt biking that we got to do when I was younger, and driving over to the dirt bike track that is just a few hundred meters down the road, and just timing each other and having a lot of fun.
Let's go. Ready? Go! Woo!
That dirt biking was so awesome. But one of the favorite memories that I do have is actually just over here. I'll see if it's still up and running. Yep, it is still here. At this field, I can't remember why I had to go into the field, but for some reason I had to go out into the field with the cows, and my paka asked me to climb the fence and get over there. So this is an electric fence, and I grabbed one of the rungs just to see if it was on, and it wasn't. I was like, okay, I'm good. So then I go to grab the rung above the one that I just did. Nice firm grip on it, and it was on. And it really gave me a good jolt, and I was not expecting it because I thought, well, it's not on. So I held on for a second, and it really shocked me. It was pretty good. And so my grandpa saw that, and he thought it was pretty funny. He's always asked me about my shocking experience that I had that one day when helping him around the property. So that's a good memory, even though it kind of hurt.
My favorite. Who remembers Laurice, the guy, the exchange student from France? And I was like, yeah, I can ride this totally. But he was behind me, and he was telling me when to shift the gear, so he knew how to do it better than I did. And then I tried turning, but it didn't turn well enough, and then we went straight into a tree. And I didn't know necessarily how to be like, oh my goodness, are you okay? I'm so sorry in French. So I was just crying. And then yeah, it turned out the whole front, the cage part bent in for the fender, and it took a year to fix it. So sorry, Paka.
Our favorite memory at this house was during Christmas time.
When it came time for presents, Paka would sit in his chair like he was Santa, and he would have the younger grandchildren be elves, and we would distribute presents to everyone in the family.
Good times. That's it.
So my favorite memory of Paka and Beppa's house here is probably the many times that we would spend growing up just goofing off and having fun in the back 40 in the bush, whether it's building a tree fort, ATVing, dirt biking, paintballing, shooting guns, just heading back and being able to just do whatever we wanted was always a fun treat when we came here. So I'm gonna miss that.
So one of the best memories of building this house was Paka doing the plumbing and copper, and he did all the plumbing throughout the whole house. And he had one obstacle that's above here, and rather than, you can't see it, rather than using 45s, he used the electrical version of an offset to solve the problem.
I have a lot of memories being with Paka down in the basement workshop. I remember being little and making shelves to put in our room. I remember Natasha and I decorating the table with paint and decorating loons that Paka made out of wood. I remember getting $5 for cleaning up all the wood chips and sawdust underneath all the workbenches. Probably pretty easy to convince an 8-year-old that that was worth it, but looking back now, $5 was definitely not enough, but you're welcome, Paka. Whether it was building senior project or wedding projects down there, Paka was always willing to help, and I'll really miss making memories in that workshop.
Well, if I think back to memories of this log home, I would say that one of the first ones that comes to mind is kitchen cleanup after Christmas, after Thanksgiving, where all of us gals are just, I don't know, doing dishes, bumping into each other, chatting. It's just fun. And another favorite memory is when the boys were building a tree fort out back, and their Paka made them take every scrap of wood they needed back there all by themselves, and I'm sure they spent more time dragging wood back there than they did actually constructing it, but they had a lot of fun. So it's been a good place for everyone, and yeah, that's what I remember.
My favorite story about Paka Mbeppa's place is when they let us shoot some skeet out in the back field for Hayden's bachelor party, and I managed to sneak some turkey load aside from the target load, which is a lot less kickback when you shoot, into the gun. So when he fired off the third shot, it gave him a bit of a surprise and almost knocked his glasses off, and we all had a good laugh. It was a good little prank.
Do you feel bad about pranking Hayden?
No, it was his wedding, so you gotta do something. So that was my little gift to him.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to miss the most about this house is all our family dinners that we got to spend together, all the times with my cousins playing mini sticks, ATVing. Last Thanksgiving, I did my maternity photos here for my son Gunnar, and this year it's bittersweet because Gunnar gets to be here.
She's waiting for the hummingbirds to fly by, sitting peacefully at one bite, asking nothing in return. She's waiting for the hummingbirds to fly by with, oh, such a beautiful smile.